All right, welcome in everybody. I am Carol with CarolJo's. Hi, Rose. We are do we CarolJo's is an online and jewelry accessory business, and we do all kinds of things here. We sell jewelry every so often on the lives. I usually do that through my website and don't do a whole lot of like promoting the jewelry here, but instead it is a community where we can have chat times, where we can have tutorials. I do bead sales only on TikTok. I do the tutorials and the chats also on YouTube. So we do a lot of different things in different platforms. Today is a tutorial day and it is on an accessory. We are doing, good morning, Ducky. We're going to do purse bling. This one is not a very, it's like short chunky is what I'm going to call this one, purse bling. You can make it as chunky as you want it. You can make it as thin as you want it. You can make it as short as long. You get to choose how you're going to do it. So I'm just going to show you really quick here some of the different beads that is on it. So that is what we are going to do today. As always, on TikTok, if you guys will share, which you guys hit the share already, thank you for sharing so many times to our 10 shares. Now we just got to get to our 10K on the likes. If you guys like this at 10K, then I will do a giveaway. We'll probably do jewelry today since I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Do I want to do jewelry or beet soup, or we could do you get to pick. We'll see when we get to the first one what we're going to do. Sorry, I'm indecisive. It's a Saturday morning. Good morning, Bonnie. All right. August, sorry, I forgot to say hello. Hi, Melissa. I'm just going back through and looking at the chat here. So welcome in. So I just did a quick video on TikTok about what the supplies that you're going to need. Sorry I didn't give you guys a lot of heads up on that. But what you're going to need is just different types of beads. I'm just going to show you a handful of the beads that I have here. They're just a different style. You can use any style of bead that you want, but I'm going to warn you on a couple of things. If you put a lot of glass or the porcelain beads, like this bead right here is a porcelain bead. It may not take being on the outside of your bag as well as like acrylic beads. And this one here is an acrylic bead. So you can get some really cool acrylic beads out there that look like the porcelain or glass. And so for purse bling, I actually happen to use, hi, Anakin. I actually use a lot more of the porcelain beads on this rather than doing a lot of the glass or I said porcelain, I meant acrylic. I use a lot of the acrylic beads. Sorry, a lot of the acrylic beads to make these. And it just makes it lightweight so it's not so heavy. And it also just makes it so that when the beads hit each other or if you hit your bag on something, you're not going to break the bead as easy. Hi, Lisa. So you're going to want to use beads that can take a little bit of abuse. Because when you think about it, when you have your purse, it's mine, I just fling it over to the back seat of the car when I take it with me. You know, I'm not careful with it. So when you think about it from that aspect, what type of beads you pick out make a difference. Thank you, Health and Fitness on TikTok, for the heart me. I appreciate that. So that is what we have for the beads. You'll also need some chain. And I just grabbed a short piece of chain. I don't know that I'm going to use all of this. You will also need either a split ring. This one's a split ring. I don't know if I'm going to use a split ring today or if I'm going to use a jump ring because I don't have larger split rings with me here at the table. I do on the, at least I thought I had my, I might have to grab one. Or you can use a jump ring, either one. Then I have a large lobster clasp, and that's what I did up here. It's just did a lobster clasp. I know right now, I'm going to grab one because there's one right here. This is in the antique brass. Right now you can get them like this with the swivels and such. This one isn't a swivel. This is just a normal lobster clasp, but it's got this. You can do it on there. All you do is you would attach dangle from there. So that works too. It's all up to you on what you want to use for your connector. Make it your own. Create it and make it your own. And you will need head pins. The number of head pins depends on how many bead dangles you put on it. All right. Hi, Gladys. I hope you're feeling better. So that is what we have going on with what you need for your supplies. Now for tools. You'll need either 1 or 2 of the flat nose pliers. Hi, Witness. You will need round nose pliers. You'll need flush cutters. And if you're going to use a split ring, I suggest the split ring tool. So those are the tools that you'll need. Not a whole lot of tools, but this is, to me, a fun project. Really, truly. The one thing I forgot to say is I'm going to use silver spacer beads today. Happy Saturday to you. All right, I am going to point you down and we're going to get started on this tutorial. All right, so here we go. Awesome. Hi, Sophie. You guys are going to see I have some supplies already on my bead mat. I do not think this out very much. I literally just start grabbing beads and going. So I'm going to grab this one for my bottom, and I'm going to, I always put, if you noticed here, beads on the top and the bottom of my dangles when I do these. I am in my 50s. Someone's asking me my age over on YouTube. So I got my head pin. He was a little bent, just straightened him out. I put one of the silver plated, these are a 4mm size silver plated bead that I'm putting on the bottom. I don't know how to pronounce that. You guys come up with some really good words that I have a hard time pronouncing. So that is what I do. I just create a whole bunch of dangles. You can create your dangles all at once and just add them, or oh, you're in the from the Netherlands. Okay, that's why it doesn't know how to. I don't know how to pronounce it. You can create them all at once, or you can create them on the go and just fill it in as you need. I am more of a let me look and see what I need to fill it in type person. So I'm going to do this now. I'm going to grab a Sharpie. I put Sharpie marks on my round nose pliers. Do you see that like really darker black one line? That is the line I'm going to use. That is where I'm going to make all of my circles for this project be consistent. As we're doing this, I will need to fill it in a little bit more as we go. But the Sharpie does wear off as you're going through it. So I put this on my round nose pliers, and if you notice, my bottom of my round nose pliers is at the top of my beads. I press 90 degrees away from me. So if you look, he's 90 degrees. I reposition my tool 45-degree angle in there. You see how he's at an angle? And then I bring that end back around. You're going to get to a point where it doesn't go down anymore. Move this so this is now on the top, and then finish out that circle. You are creating a circle here. Open up that circle and put it on one of the links of your chain. I didn't open it enough. And then close it up. Then take your pliers and wrap that around the bottom. And I do not have a lot of extra room here. There we go, we got in there. Now, this technique that I just showed you is what I call the dangle. Hi, Victoria. I do have a YouTube video on how to do that in detail, looking at it from a different angle than this one. If you will go to YouTube sometime, And those of you on TikTok, to get to it, you go to that CJS logo at the top, the CJS logo at the bottom. You get to my profile. In my profile, there is a link, or not a link. It is a description. Just touch that, and that will give you a pop-up of a list. If you go to the last item in the list, that is my YouTube, to get to YouTube from TikTok. So then you will be able to see how to do this at a different angle and that type of thing. I'm not going to spend a lot of time today showing you the technique. I will keep repeating it, but if you really want to see it in detail, go to that video. And maybe after you've seen it a few times here, it'll click. And I call it the earring dangle. Let's see, I'm going to do this bead. So this one I just did, once again, that 4mm, a bead, and a 4mm. Thank you, Stingray, for the follow. Put it on there. You'll do it right on top, 90 degrees, reposition, come around, reposition, and go all the way around. Open it up. Now, this is where you get to decide, do I want a chunky monkey purse bling accessory, or do I want a thinner one? I have no idea what that means. What this is to decide if you're going to do it chunky or thin. If you want chunky, you can go on each link on both sides, and that will get you a really full, thick one. If you want it a little bit thinner, spread it out and just do every other side. This one here is every other side all the way up, and it is still a little bit chunky. If you want more thinner, then just put a link or two space in between each one. So you get to decide how full you want this. All right, so we're gonna I'm gonna go probably every other side, but each link. So it'll be a little bit fuller, but not completely full. And I want to go longer than that one. All right. So there we have that one. So now we're going to do a second one. And I grabbed some beads here on the side that are smaller. You can put smaller beads in there to give it some different depth. I'm going to do this one here. And on these, I'm going to see, I got 3mm size seed, not seed beads, 3mm silver plated. They're on my desk. Let me see if I can get them on the head pins. These head pins are a little bit thicker gauge. Let's see if these will work. There we go. So there we have a light amber colored bead. And this is just to fill in a hole type scenario, but not give it so much thickness. And you can just put that on this side. And I'll show you why I'm choosing and doing different sizes as we go. So there is that one. So when you look at this one, to me, we have like little holes here. And if you put just shorter ones in there, that fills it up. So I'm just trying to fill it up and not have it look like it has holes, but also give it more dimension. So there's that. I want to do another one on the other side. Let's see what we got for beads. But I don't want to do the same color. Let's do this. No, that's too yellow. Let's do this one. So I'm just picking beads as we go too. All right. So I'm going to do, it's brown on this side and silver plated on this side. So we have the brown and silver. And you can just use, if your head pins are not straight, you can just use your pliers to straighten them out, or you can use a nylon plier to straighten them out. The other day I was on a live trying to figure out where in the world was my nylon plier. My ladies that work for me have it downstairs. I do not go live with other people when I am live. Sorry, not battling. We're actually doing a tutorial. So we're going to just keep filling this in as we go up. Yes, this tutorial will be on YouTube. Nina. Yep. And so this one will be out there after we're done with the live. And also how to do the loop part on this will be there too. The loop part is underneath the dangle earrings. Do you see how just having that one? And then I'm going to grab, see how large of a hole this one is? I can use it, but I have to find a bead that is larger than that so that it will stay on my head pin. Let me see if these beads will work. So I got some different glass beads. I'm not going to use very many glass beads. I don't like that one on there. Let's see. Yep, it's on there to help you with the loops. And I know some, just like Nina is saying over here, I don't like that color on the bottom of that one, but I like that shape better. So let me see if I can find a different color. Some of you have a hard time doing this style of, maybe this one, loop. You can use the one-step looper if you'd like. I just don't do it on here because you're so hard on these. Yeah, I think I like this. We're doing the glass beads with that large hole bead. Because you're putting it on your purse or your bag, it usually takes a little bit. Those open up easier than this one. And this is just all about finding different combinations. Don't think hard and long at this. Just go. Hi, Lucky Charm. How are you this morning? Wrap that around. So that's what we've got so far. We've done 5 dangles so far. And I like how this is chunky, but not like overbearingly chunky. If you want it really thick and chunky, use larger beads only. All right. Let's do this one. So once again, make the loop and put it on. And as this gets longer and heavier, you just have to make sure that when you're selecting your loop, that you get it in there and that you don't have any beads in your way or any chain in your way when you go to create the swirl at the bottom of that loop. We are making a purse bling. This is an example of one with just the chunky beads on it. And it's a shorter one. We're going to make a longer one. And going to make it, what am I trying to say? A little bit different. I don't know beyond that what I was trying to say. Oh, Lord. Words are not my friend this morning. didn't sleep as well as I probably could have. So words will not be my friend today. I will tell you that. Little Missy Buttercup. She went to sleep, but I kept worrying about her all night long because she didn't feel good. And so, just didn't get the rest I wanted. I put a smaller bead on. Yep, she is. She did get to go to her visitation with her dad. So this is the bead that I just added, just to fill in a hole. Let's see what else we have for beads. I want to mix it up and have lots of different beads. Oh, we can do a larger. I got a tray of smaller glass. But we're going to do this one next. She is not going to be on the lives for a while. Her mom, whoops, that one won't go all the way down. Let's try a different head pin. Her mom doesn't allow her on my lives. She can talk, but you guys can't see her. But she will be back home. Well, she's going to go spend the night with my sister if she's feeling up for it. We'll see how she is after her dad's. We think it was just too much Halloween candy. Okay, that one's not going in. Let me get a different one. Yeah. I want her to make me some more bead soup. All right, we're going to do this one. So we're using different sizes to create different texture. Yes, Nina. We want to create different texture as we're going through it. We want to create different, and to create different texture, it takes different types of beads, different shapes of beads, and different sizes. So she does do a good job with the bead soup. And I was hoping this weekend that she would have some time, and she may not because of everything going on. I'm liking this. I'm going to put an acrylic bead on here. Okay, so we have an acrylic that I put the loop on, and we're going to put that on here. And one thing that we talked about last night on my sale live was that I had gotten in some of the Thanksgiving and some more of the Christmas charms. I do have those available. We will do those. I won't do those with YouTube. It'll be a TikTok only. So at the end, we'll end YouTube and then we'll go through those. And some people wanted them on Tuesday night, and what we don't sell out of, I will bring to Tuesday night. Look at that. I am loving this. Thank you, Laura, for the follow. So yes, so we'll have those at the end of today's live. I'm going to just add this one by itself. Whoop. He decided he wanted to be on the floor. And this is a way you can use up some of your extra beads that you just have one or two of. You can make it in any color scheme. I just happen to have the larger lobster clasps in silver. I do not have them in gold. If you had gold, you could use gold metals. You can mix your metals. However you want to make this your own, you get to pick. So I want you to think about it from that way. Thank you, Karen, from your backup account for the follow. I am truly trying to get to total 10,000 is my goal of followers on TikTok. I am really close to 9,000 right now. So that's the one I just added, and it is the same color of beads as that we have here. So you can use them in another one and combine them or by itself. All right. I think it's turning out really cool. And it's really, I am just grabbing beads and just gauging them. I cannot read it because I got you pointed down, your name, but thanks for the follow. All right. Go on. Oh, he doesn't want to go on because he's not straight right here. Sometimes if your head pins have a little bit of a bend in them, your beads will not go down. Just got to straighten them out a little bit and then they'll go down. Thank you for the gift, Health and Fitness. Yep, we get to 10K on the likes. I will do a giveaway. I moved my pliers. Thanks, Gladys, for reminding everybody. Hi, Joya. How are you doing? So there we are. I want to do one more. I want to add more beads to this. Ooh, we have some brown here. Let's just do a brown round faceted. Oh no. Totally get it. We are always trying to multitask. This time, I just took a faceted round bead in the shade of brown that we have going on here. You don't have to do it in like one shade. This one, if you really wanted to give it that oomph, you could add whoops. I moved it out of my link. You could add turquoise in there. Okay. Why am I going out? I got to double check something here. Yep, that's what I thought. So one thing I'm going to tell you is the links on here all open. So one of my links opened when I was moving everything around. And that will happen when you are making it sometimes if you are doing that. So we want to get that back together. I'm going to open up the next one down below and bring it back together. Good morning, Callie girl. Get that in there. There we go. And how that happens is that when you are trying to add it and close up that loop, sometimes you will pinch a link in accident. Hi, Sonia. And that is what I did. So let's get you back on here. There we go. I just dropped that. Well, then you can watch us for just a little bit then, Miss Joya. You have fun today. All right, there we go. We got it on there. Thank you, Belen, for the follow. How do you pronounce it? Is it Belen? So there, we added some more. That's the brown one that we just added. I'm going to go with a bigger bead. I'm going to go with this one. I have butterfingers. Bell Lynn. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Danielle, for the follow. I think we're going to hit the goal today of 9K. We are making purse bling. You can put them on your bags. So something we're going to do, we're using some of the same beads as this one, but we're going to make it different. Oh, you're okay. And also, it's always recorded when we do tutorials. You'll find them out on YouTube. Thank you. So we're going to add this bead here. I want to get that over, but not open up another link in accident like I just did earlier. Wrap that around. How we do the loops, I'm not like going into very much detail on the loops. Oh, yay! I'm excited for you, Joya. So there we go. So I'll explain how we do each one of these is we have our head pin. We will do like silver plated beads on the top and bottom of each one of the dangles. And I'm gonna grab this bead here. And then another silver plated. Depending on the size of the bead, I do 3 or 4 millimeter silver spacer beads and then a bead. Whoops, that wasn't very clear over there. And then I take, she is actually over on TikTok. Yep, and this way, if you want to do that, you can do this style here, Nancy. If you wanted, you can do whatever you want. And this way you can put your keys on here and then put this on your bag, and then it is on the outside of your bag and you can find it all the time. Oh, she's on YouTube and you're on TikTok. That's the way, Rose, it goes. Sorry, Joya's on YouTube, you're on TikTok. Ah, there we go. I said that backwards, I think. So then we're creating this on the head pin. We use our round nose plier right on the bottom of the top bead. Yeah, move this at a 90 degree. And I don't know how to share over there either. That's the hard part. So we 90 degrees it. And then reposition your tool 45 degrees in there and bring this around to your top. Once you do that, hey, you got your Dr. Pepper's back, Rose. Then you're going to get to a point where you can't go down. You reposition this. So this is on the top and finish your circle. And that is how you've got the circle loop on there. You need to open this up so that you can put it on the chain. Put that on the chain and then use the, I just use my round nose again because they're smaller, and I close it up. I grab my flat nose and I go around. And make like a barber pole. So that is how I add those. Now the tutorial on how to have that look better so that you can see it from like your angle. There is a video on YouTube that is called Dangle Earrings, I believe. That one explains it in detail, and you can watch that and get that really like seeing how to do it step by step. I like that they came back for you. So we're going to do another one. I am going to do this size. You can use whatever size beads you want. I use mostly acrylic when I do this. Thank you, Heather, for the follow. And I am adding a little bit of glass. The glass are the littler beads so that the acrylics can protect it. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Rose, for doing that. And you just follow that same process to get your loop and then add it. This is a repeat process. My YouTube is CarolJo's LLC also. And yes, it's the same. And you can get to it from TikTok. If you go to my CJS logo here at the top, and then go to the CJS logo that comes up at the bottom half of the screen, that gets you to my profile. And in my profile, if you touch the description, that will get you a list. And at the bottom of the list, you will find YouTube. So there. And then today's tutorial will be, I just record what we're doing right here and just put it out there in my live section. Yeah. We're in the same boat on a Saturday morning, Miss Rose. Oh, I'm going to add this one. So when I did this one, thank you, Anne Marie. When I did this one took me about 15 minutes, but it is a very simple one. It is really, truly just the acrylic beads with a bead on the top of the bottom, and I just put them on in no particular order. This one, if we look at this one compared to this one, we are already larger than that one, and I'm picking out beads as we go. The big rolls of chain, I do sell chain here on TikTok. I do not have them on my website. I don't sell beads on my website. I sell my jewelry on the website mostly. And so when I'm live, I'll have times where we have chains, where we have different beads and that type of thing. Right now, I am waiting for a shipment of chain to come in, just to let y'all know. I used up all the chain that we had for my charm necklaces that we had on a live a week or two ago. So I will be getting more in. Morning. She is doing better. She ended up being able to go for her visitation. Yep, I'm putting them on a chain here. So there's the last one that I've added. Giving it a little bit of bling. And this is an acrylic bead that's got bling to it. I'm going to do a brown one now. I do have both silver plated. All right, bye Joya. I do have silver plated, and I will have stainless steel chain. I do gold, silver, gunsmetal. Just right now, I do not have any chain. I can go and look and see if I have other chain. I just don't have it in the silver like this. Yep, I put the beads on a head pin and then put the head pin in a loop, attach it to here. Oh, you guys are both over there. Aw. Yep. And I added the brown one here. And somebody that makes these, she makes these, I had found her after I had already started making these. I've made these purse blings for probably 15 years now. I found somebody on YouTube that does the same thing, only hers are really thick. She will put it on the chain, but she'll put 2 or 3 bead dangles on each side, and hers come out really thick. And she uses like a clip that will hold her chain. It's like on a stand, and then she'll clip the chain there so that she can see what she's doing, because she makes them so big. So I thought I'd share that with you. Hers come out, they're like big. And she uses pretty much glass pearls and glass beads. Thank you, Yvonne, for the follow. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do a smaller bead. I think I might do this. I'm going to do another one where we're doing the glass beads with one of the larger beads. I don't know that I like that color. Let's see about this one. Yeah, we got to get to our goal. There we go. Let's do this. The reason why I don't want to use a big glass beads on here is that you can be a little bit, I am anyways, hard on my purse. So I don't want to use big beads, glass beads, and have them break. So this bead here is an acrylic bead, this larger one. And then I have smaller glass so that it'll protect it. And as you're going up, you do have to be careful and mindful not to pinch the chain because you will open links, because I usually use a majority of my chain is unsoldered chain. Thank you, Lisa, for the gift. Thank you, thank you. So there we go. I still have a handful of beads. We can keep making this a little bit longer. I'm going to do the smaller one here. And I'm mixing the small with the big so that the space in between the big beads is filled up too. Hello, Annette. How are you? Good to hear. I need my thing to go over. There we go. So when I tell you guys that there are just a few basics to making jewelry, the dangle part is one of the basics. And you can do so much with it. You can do a purse bling like we're doing today. You can do the earrings. You can make dangles for necklaces. You can make a dangle for a bracelet. You know, it's really cool. Yeah. And this is literally just, I went through and found some beads in my bead collection. These are beads that are actually from my own bead collection. That's where they came from. That is where our inspiration came from for the colors. And then I grabbed another tray and we're just creating. You can do it on every loop. You can do it on both sides of the loop, and you can do every other loop if you want. If this one is every loop, and I'm going back and forth on the different sizes, but we used a bigger bead, so it created a really chunky look. This one, I said I was going to only do one like I did on that one, but I'm actually on each side of the chain, just going up on each one because I've got some smaller beads in there. So with the larger, you can do however you want to decide how chunky or how thin you want it to be. And it's also going to be based upon the size of beads you're using. There's a couple in there that I only did one side, but they're pretty much, I'm doing it on each side out of the loop in each loop. I haven't skipped a loop. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Nope, you do not have to put them on a jump ring if you don't want to. You sure can though. Yes. I do sell them. They are on my website, and it just all depends on how many beads I've put into them. And I cannot tell you off the top of my head how much they are. But if you want to go look at my website, just go there and then search for purse bling. I have a few different things for the purse bling out there. I do different things than just this style. There, I added this one here now. I'm going to add a bigger one. Let's do this one with the smaller beads. We're mixing up our beads even. I'm just having fun. There is really, truly no planning on this. I'm just going with the flow. When I do tutorials, I try to teach for about an hour at a time for those of you that are new. So I started at 9. So, and it's not going to be the full hour to make this one. I just want to use up these other beads here. And then we'll end that part. Yep, this one is fall colors. So this is the one we just added. Look at this one. And you could do it in gold if you wanted to. I just chose silver because that is what I have for the large lobster clasp. They all just depend on how many beads I put on them and what kind of beads of what I charge. I do have some on my website. If you search for purse bling. To get to my website, you can go to my profile by going to that CJS logo, touch the description in my profile. The second line in there is directly to my main page of my website. So there, we added this brown one now. I'm going to go with a bigger one. I'm going to go with this one. And if you notice, he has larger holes. So for sure, I'm going to want to use the 4mm. And that head pin is really, really not straight. You can straighten them with a nylon plier. I just don't have my nylon plier up here. My ladies use it down where they work. Yay! Let me get this one on, and then we're going to do a giveaway. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thanks for letting me know, Miss Gladys. Let's put that one on right there. Last night, we did get to 100K, so we did a 100K giveaway last night. I was so excited. Everybody made my day. There we go with that larger one right there. All right. Let's do the drawing. You can do it over on YouTube also. You just need to put the number in the chat. Trying to get it to go here. All right, there we go. It's a number between 1 and 50. So everybody, you can put a number between 1 and 50. And whoever gets it first will get to do this. Oh, that would be cool. In the rainbow. There's that bead that fell down. I don't know where he went. He'll go to bead soup. Let's see. We'll do a pick of jewelry today. Hey, guess what? Rose got it on YouTube. She's got 43 over here before TikTok got it. So Rose is the winner. So I am going to exit this. Yay, Miss Rose. Woohoo. I didn't see who all had 43 over here, but Rose got it first. And she's over here on YouTube today. Yep, you guessed it afterwards. There's a couple of you. There is the red, white, and blue bracelet. That is a wire one. You can choose that one, Rose. Or we have the red necklace. I don't know why I grabbed two things that were like red, white, and blue, but I did. So you let me know, Rose, which one do you want? Do you want the bracelet or the necklace? Yeah. She's over here supporting me on YouTube. Well, that doesn't write. She says necklace. You got it. All right. Congratulations again. And thanks for supporting me over there. All right. We're going to put that back. And if we get to 20K before we're done with the live, I give away every 10K. All right. I have 3 more beads here, so I want to go until we get that filled up. So we might be just a little bit longer than an hour for the tutorial part. And then I'm going to end the the YouTube live after that. And then we are going to do a giveaway, or not giveaway, we're going to do a sale here on TikTok. I got in my Thanksgiving items. Oh, you're very welcome, Miss Rose. It's been a while since you've won. But we're going to do, and it's only 7 items. It isn't a big sale. It's got 2 of the Thanksgiving items, and then it's the charms or the pendants that we got in for the Christmas that you guys wanted. And I want to get those out to you guys right away because of the timing of them. I opened up that link. I knew it as soon as I pushed down on my pliers, I was opening the link. Yo! You can feel when you're going to open that link accidentally because you pushed it on it wrong. At least I can. There we go. Got it back together. Whew! Well, you can always play, Miss Rose. All right. So what happens when I do that is that you get this cluster in here, and you got to make sure your chain is in that hole, and that when you're closing it up, that you are doing it out away from the chain. It takes a little bit of time, just need some, not be in such a hurry, and it'll work. Well, I opened it again somehow or another. Darn it. Not that one. I opened this one. I will have to look, Rainbow, but let me look. I'm going to cut this off, and then I'm going to put them back on at the same time because that one's closed. If you use closed chain, like welded, soldered chain, you will not have this issue. I just use it a lot so that I don't, it's just what I prefer to use for chain. It really truly is a preference of what you want to do. Yep, I will look. It'll probably be tomorrow when I go to look and see what I've got. There we go. There, got it back together. It looks like a little grape bunch, the way that it's shaped. Oh, I love it. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Let's do this. And as it gets heavier, that opening can happen a lot more. And it's just because there is so much weight on that chain when we're trying to manipulate it. Like when I've had mine on my purse, it doesn't open on my purse as much as when I am right there working on it. Well, and did you hear how, because you can win once a day with me. It's not like once a week or once a month. It's just once a day, unless we have like the 10K or 10,000 or 100,000 like giveaway, then everybody gets to participate and you can win twice in one day. That, but Sissy won like on a, I can't remember the day. She won on a Friday night, I think it was, because she had her birthday, how old she is. She did it 1 year lower. And then the next day, I accidentally just did it one higher and she got it again the next day. What size chain am I using? This is, I believe, a 6x4 millimeter size, or it's a 5x3. I can't remember which one of the two it is. Cable chain. It's a little bit bigger so we can get those head pins in there, but it's not so big. You can use a bigger chain if you want. That is totally up to you. Look, my head pin is like tilted, so he doesn't want to go on, so I need to straighten it a little bit. Yeah, and it was only because I didn't even think about, like, I used that number last, the day before. I really need to get a piece of paper and just have an app select my numbers, and then I can just use them. And then write them down like before the live. So then I'll be like, okay, here's where we're going. I have one of the bigger chain or bigger beads left. So once we get done with that one, that is where I'm going to end it off at. And I need to find where I put my jump rings, because I'm going to use a jump ring on this one, because I do not have large split rings for this. I wonder if I can just put it on right here. Thank you. Is it okay? Lotai? Is that how that's pronounced? Right. My black lines are about ready to come off, but we're almost done, so I don't want to redo it. Thank you for the follow. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. If I didn't, please tell me. I'm thinking I passed my 9,000 today. I'm excited. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, shoot. I cut that chain, and I'm trying to cut, I accidentally cut the link on that one because I'm trying to cut this here. There we go. So let me find my chain again, and we'll open that up. Just about everything that you guys can do, I have done today, and you've seen how you can overcome them. So I am grateful that, you know what, we're having faux pas happen while we're on this live, because it shows you guys how to not get frustrated and give up on it and how to correct it. So even though these are all happening and such, but I want you to see how you can move on from it. There we go. Get in there. Now I got that stuck in there. We're gonna get that. Whoop, I pulled it apart. Ugh! I have, what I have available is a website. It is CarolJo's.com. There we go. I was fiddling too hard and I pulled. It is CarolJo's.com. You can go to my profile, and in my description, if you touch that, it is the second item in the list. And I have all kinds of jewelry and accessories for sale there. I was getting in too much of a hurry to try to get this done and getting frustrated with that. And so this is what happens when you get frustrated, is that things don't go as planned. But we're going to just calm down and we'll get this going. We are almost back to where we want to be. Ha ha. Go here. Yay, there we go. There, we got her fixed all up. So that is how that will go. Oh, I felt like I wasn't being patient today. I really do want, I think, one more smaller one at the top just to fill it in, like right in here. So I'm going to do one more like of this one. Or maybe this one. Do this one. There we go. It just takes a moment. Hey, Karen, I didn't even see she was over on YouTube. She was in the middle of all the other comments. So sorry, Karen, I missed your comment. All right. So right here, I'm going to add that right there. There. I was like, please do not get too heavy. Yep, I do have the nylon pliers, and my ladies use them to straighten the head pins that I sell. And so it is where they sit at. It's not up here in the bead room. There isn't enough room in my bead room for them all to be here. So here is what we've got for our purse dangle, purse bling. I got to figure out where in the world did I move my, hey, there's the bead. That'll now be a part. I found it. He goes in there. So let me, oh, he doesn't even want to stay in his little container. Let me get a either a large split ring, which I don't think I have, or a jump ring. I don't have it here at my table. Hold on. Because we're going to put our lobster clasp on. Yes, I do buy things in bulk for myself. All right. Hey, I do have, I'm going to use a larger split ring because I would prefer to use a split ring. Woohoo! All right. There's an automatic thing. I have not seen that. What? Okay, we are going to use my split ring tool. There's a little doohickey here and there, and that's what we're going to call it. Open it up, put your item on it right at the edge, and then whirl it around. This one's going to be a large split ring. But now to get that on here, we are going to find the link above that last bead. We're going to open that link. You can feel the links when they have an opening, and put that on. If you use chain that is soldered, you just take and spin that split ring on there, just like we did with the lobster clasp onto your chain. There we go. There it is. I'm going to go up so you guys can see it better. Yes. How are you doing? So there it is with the clasp closure there. And you can make it fuller if you want. Good to hear. You can make it less full. Remember, so depending on which way you want to go, you can make them short, you can make them long, you can make them thin, you can make them chunky. So that is the purse bling. That's how you do it. And you get to make it your own. You get to fill it up as full, as thin, however you want to do it. I'm just going to pick up the beads here really quick. So I do have, yeah, this bead here. Whoops, let me go, because I have it on both. This one right here, it is an acrylic bead that just blings. You could do all kinds of things. The thing is that no matter what size it is, I think they're cool. All right, I am moving some of the stuff out of my table here. I am going to let you guys know my schedule so that YouTube will know it too for the next week. I did plan it out already. I just don't know what my tutorial for next week will be. If you guys have ideas for that tutorial, please let me know so that we can maybe work that into our schedule. So how we did the purse bling is that we were talking about it the other day after we gave one away for a likes giveaway the other day. And I'm like, oh, I could teach that again. And then I forgot about it, and we were on another live, and someone said, hey, that would be Miss Rose, said, you said you were going to do that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let's do that. Thank you, beads. So my thing is that if you guys have ideas, just let me know. I'll see what I can do. We have Monday night. We are at 8 p.m. We are going to have chat time. I will let you know, Buttercup wants to do Girl Scouts, and we have a Girl Scout forming meeting until 7:30. So it depends on how long we get. It may start a little bit later than 8 p.m. Then Tuesday, we are going to do basket sale on TikTok only. And that is where individuals that have claimed but did not pay their invoice, I'm putting the items back up for sale, and we're just going to grab them out of there. There is no rhyme or reason. We tried this about 2 weeks ago. I'm going to try to do better because there was a couple of items that I'm like, I didn't write down who it was. So they're back up for sale because I couldn't remember who it was. So I got to do better about writing it down or getting it on there. So that's Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we will be off. Yep, I do tutorials, at least one tutorial every week. And then we do other things too. Like Monday night, we're going to have chat time. So if you have any questions, please come and ask. Yeah. Yep, I've done those. I've done a tutorial on it. That one I would not be able to do on Thursday night because it takes a little bit more to do those. But it's where it's a spiral wrap. Is that the one you're talking about where it spirals around the center? I know. I thought I wrote them all on the bags, and I missed 2 of them for writing them on the bags. I was like, oh, crud ads. So, so we've got, Wednesday night, I will not be live. Thursday night, I will be live with a tutorial. And Friday night, we'll have bead sale night. And then Saturday will be a special bead sale. We are doing the frosted 4, 6, and 8 millimeter size beads. We have between 10 and 20 colors in each size. So that's what we got. And thank you everybody who is new here today, either if it's on YouTube or TikTok. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I'm going to end the YouTube live right now, and then I'm going to post it so people can watch the replay of it. So let me get that done. And then we're going to hop over to just on TikTok only for that sale that we were talking about. So just give me a second, everybody. All right.